Hello, children. Hello to all the online children too. We welcome you. Today I want to speak on root them out. Root them out. So I want to tell you a little story. There was a small boy named Jack. And as this boy Jack was growing up, his parents noticed that this boy was getting into some bad habits. Slowly, his bad habits were increasing. So his daddy, mummy, very lovingly used to correct him. Don't do this is wrong. Don't do this, it is wrong. But Jack did not listen. Slowly he started indulging more into bad habits. Then his parents thought it is now time to scold him nicely. So they started scolding and shouting at him. But still Jack wouldn't listen. Finally they said, now we need to nicely beat him up. So they started beating him up. Still Jack wouldn't listen. So one day came that they had to go and visit their grandparents in the village. So they were go to see Mummy, Daddy and Jack go to the village. And the grandparents had a lovely farm, a lot of fields around. So the father told Jack, come, let's go to the fields today. So they go in the fields. And as they were going in the field, the daddy said to Jack, Jack, do you see that there? So Jack says, yes, that is not something of the wheat. What is that, Daddy? So Daddy says, that's a weed. That's a tare. That's a weed that is growing there. So he's saying, oh, it's okay, let it grow, Jack saying. Daddy said, no, you shouldn't allow that weed to grow there. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. You have to root it out. So Jack says, okay, I will do that. It's so easy to root it out. So Jack goes, and we have the first picture there. He pulls out the weed. It was so easy, so easily it came out. So easily he pulled it out, and it came out. He said, oh, Daddy, this is so easy to pull out a weed. There's nothing difficult in it. After some time, they went further, and they saw another weed. And that weed was there in between all the corn and the wheat, whatever is growing. And then Daddy said, now, Jack, go and pull that weed out. That weed was a little stronger. That was a little more stronger. So Jack had to struggle a bit. It's not coming out. A little bit more force. And then he was able to pull it out. Okay? And then further they went. There's one more weed. And Dad said, see that one, go pull that up. So, we see the next picture. Jack goes to pull that. Oh, this weed is a very strong, very tough one. It's not coming out. He puts all his might into it, very strong, trying to pull it out, but that weed wouldn't come up. And then what their daddy said, okay, this is a strong one. This won't come out so easily. Let's get something. So they get a spade and something like that to remove. So they had to dig around that soil and loosen it and then pull it out. And then Dad said, Jack, did you understand anything from this story? Then Jack said, yes, I understood. Bad habits are like that. Bad habits, some bad habits we get into, very easily we can take them out. But there are some bad habits that we keep on doing. It goes deeper and deeper into our hearts, and it's very difficult to remove it out. Very difficult. And that's what happened. And I want to show you what Jesus said about this. In Matthew chapter 13, verse 24. Jesus tells a parable of the wheat and the tares. And Jesus says there, the kingdom of heaven may be compared to the man who sowed good seed in the field. But while his men were sleeping, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat. Weeds, tares among it. So you children may all be very good children, all coming to church, all are receiving the word of God. But the enemy is always on the look to put bad things into you. So we need to watch what the enemy is putting into our hearts. The enemy will put all these bad things, and slowly these bad things take root in our heart. They take root in our heart, slowly, slowly they go deeper. It is, you may not have these bad habits, but the enemy puts it. He puts it to various difficult things. How does he do it? To some friends, to the bad things you watch, okay? So what is these weeds that we can compare in our life? Some of the weeds I can say is back answering at home. When Mama Dada says something, we immediately give a back answer. It is a weed. It becomes a habit then to back answer. Disobedient at home, disobedient in school, in college. Okay, these are weeds which are growing in our hearts. They're taking root. Lying, anger. When Mama Dada says something that you don't want to do, you quickly get angry. And you retaliate. I won't do it. Okay? Another one, very important one, is worldly friends. Worldly friends is what the enemy tries to hit you with. He will bring these worldly friends and they will tell you wrong things. And if you don't stop it there, it goes deep into your heart. And it takes you away from Jesus. Watching bad things. A lot of things come now on social media, on the phones. A lot of bad things come. It's like weed. You want to watch little, then you want to watch little more bad, more bad, more bad, and you get into watching a lot of rubbish, which you don't need to watch. And another thing is wasting too much of time on mobiles. A lot of time we can use on mobiles, waste time. This is also a habit. There are some who, as soon as you get up, you want a mobile in your hand. Okay? I'm not saying you are doing it. But there are some who come to their mobile. They want to watch reels. Whenever they get free time, I want to watch some reels. These are all, weeds, tares which are growing in our hearts. And if we don't stop them, they will take a deep root in our hearts. And then it's very difficult to take them out. It's very difficult. So my dear children, learn to root them out. The minute some bad thing comes, say, Jesus, you don't like this, root them out. Take it out. Remove it from your life. Breaking bad habits doesn't happen overnight. Doesn't happen. Keep on fighting it. But with God, it is possible. With Jesus on your side, you are able to root out every bad habit. You just have to cry and say, Lord, this is not good in me. Remove it out from my life. And remember, God is not looking for perfection. God is not looking for a perfect Joanna, a perfect David, a perfect Twinkle. No. He wants a person who will come and say, Lord, this is bad in me. Take it out, please. He's looking for surrender, one who will give their life to Jesus. Lord, take this bad habit from my life. Take it out, Lord. He wants surrender and your willingness to let him transform you, to let him change you. Can God do this? My dear children, can God transform you? Yes. You need to come to Jesus and say, Lord, these are the bad habits in my life. Take them out. And there's one more verse I want to share. Matthew chapter 3, verse 10. Sometimes we take out these bad habits, but we chop it up from top. Today I won't do this. It's just the top thing. But the root is still there. We can see that picture. We just take it from top, It's just taken out from top, but the root is still down below. There's one more picture. Yes, you see, it is chopped there, but after some time, again it will sprout up. Again the bad actions will come out. See, it's again growing. They chopped it out, no? But again it's growing there. So what Jesus said, the axe has to be laid at the root. We see one more picture. The axe has to be laid at the root. We see that in Matthew 3. Verse 10. The axe is already laid at the root of the tree. Therefore, every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. So, my dear children, if we don't take heed, if we don't root them out, when the Lord comes, we will be cut off and we'll put fit for burning. We'll be put into the fire. So, my dear children, let's take heed to what we are putting into our hearts. Let's root out all bad habits and ask the Lord to help you to put in good habits. Praise and thank God.